Welcome gamers to episode 6 of this Let's Play series. My name is DasTactic. Welcome to the channel. Hope you've been enjoying the series so far. We are just about to actually enter into a new concept which you haven't looked at before, which is the Rally of Lieges, which is this little tab up through this side, the Rally of Lieges. If we have a look, a new rally has started. It just clicks across into here and then opens up this particular tab. Now what this is, if we sort of put this into context, if we go and click on the actual city in through this side of Breccia. Breccia is the only, we're the only liege, we're the liege of Breccia, but they're the only one that they're the only vassal we actually have. If we had other vassals, they would then, when there's a rally coming on, they would then give us points to then be able to go and build different sorts of equipment depending on the actual race that they are. Now they happen to be the same, they're forge born like us, so they're the same race as us. So we're going to have the same setup that we've actually got. So if we go and have a look at this one through here, we can then sort of see that Muster of the Lieges, this is actually where we can pay a bit more money to reduce the time of the next rally. This will allow us to then pick up certain sorts of units. Now at this point in time, we've got the next rally will be in 15 turns, which is a fair way off really. What will that one then do? Next rally starts by turn 7. You know, it might be worth doing that actually, Muster the Lieges. That way we're going to sort of try to get milk a bit more out of them than what we're actually doing. So I think what we might do is we might actually pay that. So the next rally will be now in 8 turns, because we do want to be getting our low-level units. Now we've got 3 recruitment points, but I've only got this choice to make. So sometimes the number of choices will be more than what you've actually got allocated to you. So the recruitment points come from the level of vassal that the vassal actually is. And so all I really want, I don't really need a pioneer, although would it be useful? I don't think it would be actually on this map. The map is so small. I think I'm just going to go and get myself an arbalist and an anvil guard. So a basic range unit and a basic shield unit. So we'll just go and grab that one. So if I just go and grab both of those, and we'll recruit to the Throne City. So this one we're going to then spend 90 gold, and then they will actually then give us what is required there. So the upkeep is going to be 16 and then 2, but it should be less than that actually. So let's just go across. Armies are being recruited. That's all fine. So in 2 turns' time, they're going to then to come back through. So this is what's going to happen at Gem Keep. 2 turns, we end up with the Anvil Guard and the Arbalist will then arrive. So this is one way for us to start to ramp up our forces, which is important for us. We need to get like a fairly meaty army together pretty damn quickly, I think. I'm very worried about just how much Attica is accelerating away. I wish that she was at war with one of the other factions. That would actually make life a lot more easy for us. And we may have to go after the other factions ourselves. So anyway, that's the first one that we actually had. We've got a new Empire Development skill, which is, which one? Possibly this gain +1 Whispering Stone, which we don't really need at this stage. If we had another city that we could actually then try to vassalize, then I would grab that one. But I can grab that at any time. I've got like a lot of points back in through here. We really are a long way behind in development, I've got to say. This has been a very tough run. It's simply because we haven't been able to build any cities. We just haven't found any spots to do it. It was a really debilitating event to have us start on the same landmass as Attica. That sort of has certainly made life very very-difficult. What else have we got through here? We've got the cities that share a border with the Throne City, gain +10 of all types of income. This is something that eventually will be okay. We've got consolidated industry, so this is province improvements, grant +1 city stability. I think I won't worry too much about that one at this stage. We've got gain +3. I won't worry about that one through there. When you win in battle, you have a 50% chance of gaining a tier 1 or 2 unit that can be produced in a city. Look, that's probably something that wouldn't be bad to get actually. I think I might pay for that one, so we'll go and grab that one. That would be good. We'll close that one off. And then we've got Gunkeep produce the library. So we now have more things to produce in here. Now the Mana Obelisk, I'm actually thinking the tavern, I do want to get this stability up a little bit more. So I'll grab that one, Fury of the Horde. So we've now got this one through here, so all friendly tier 1 units become strengthened, so we will actually select new research. So this is a buff spell for in battle. And we've got one more research cycle before we then can choose the next of the tomes. And I did get a really good tip from Geordie from Triumph, actually, about how to look at the tomes. So we might have a look at that when that comes up. So we've got Rune of Industry. This is grants non-industrious units bolstering. This means that anyone that's coming in from the outside, like for example the shield unit that we picked up, the Whiteborn that we picked up in the last episode. But Blaze of the Horde, I think we might throw this one in, I think, and grab that one there. Orders required. So now I'm thinking of going and sort of scouting out ahead and have a look along this river and see if there's another place out through this side somewhere. So I do need to take my my main commander out that way. And if there is something we can then do, hang on, no, we don't want to do that. So that was we're moving that into a research post, which we didn't want to do. We definitely don't want to declare war against those. I might leave these back at Gem Keep, actually. I might just leave them back there, and we'll let them sort of build up another force. The game just feels good. Like, it just feels good the way it sort of plays. A revel without a cause. So your steward insists you hold a formal feast for your distinguished subjects. Unsurprisingly, the event is tedious and insipid. So guests wearing suffocating dresses and awkward robes sit at long tables, solemnly chewing bland meals. Troubadours play dull tunes. Blah blah blah. So share your best wines and ales. So this one is going to give us 4. So we get 4 strength chaos affinity checks. So plus, so we've got a 60% chance there. Which is going to give us 20 city stability per turn. 40% is we're going to gain. We're still going to gain it, actually. So I might just do that one. Yeah, I don't want to be losing. I'll just do that one there. So it's just going to roll the dice. I failed it. Okay, so we still actually got something, but that's okay. We got something, but it's not quite enough. I didn't really have a good read of that one. All right. Oh, other rulers started a war. So while at war, rulers can attack each other, claim provinces, and cast spells at will. So this is actually, these two are now at war with each other. That's good to know. Now, Artica is going to win this war. Do we now help out and declare war on Artica? That would be, we're not ready yet. We need to have at least one more stack, probably 2 more stacks in reality, of units. We've only got 2 stacks ultimately that's ready to go, and we need a lot more than that to be able to successfully prosecute a war. And we'll just go and dig this one out. Oh, here we go. I've got a Tigran as well. So we've just come across this one in through here, which is not, it's fairly happy actually. Might send a welcoming gift in here. And I don't want to be spending money on this one so much, but we'll just say goodbye. So that's Solaria. So a bit of a look. And okay, that's about all we've got there. Yeah, we've got the Pyromancer as well. So we'll start to sort of pick up another force coming through this particular way fairly soon. Let's just leave that one where that is. End our turn. Spell's ready to cast. So we've now got the... now we've already done Spawnkin. We've got the Summon Irregulars. This is what we want to be doing. So summon a random non-scout tier 1 unit that can be produced. Now I don't mind whichever way it goes. So I'm going to start to pump these spells out. And now we've got the 2 that just arrived. These 2 arrived from the level ups that we got. Sorry, from the rally of lieges. So I can actually go and get a pioneer unit still, but I'm not going to do it. I won't worry about it there. All right, nothing much else in this side. Let's just keep on going through. Looks like that's nothing. Get onto the water, and we'll just sort of go up the underground river. It's another underground passage there. Good to sort of connect them all up in our mind as to where things actually all are. leave them locked in at this stage. We're insulted. Alright, so Arctica's really pushing things up. It's come back a lot, actually, which is interesting. Say goodbye. Free City can now be integrated. So we've now gone up basically to the top level, the flourishing vassalage. Now I do want to, and you can see there we're getting a lot more income than what we've had there before, but I still much prefer to be in control of this particular city myself. So say good news supreme, good news proceed. So we're sort of just going through the last little area before we can then, actually we can integrate straight away. It's going to cost me 290, which I will do because I really do want to be in control of these. So Breccia joins your empire. This is good. This is going to allow us to then start to build up fairly quickly. I would love to have more vassals, but it's probably not going to really happen. So we can inspect. And one thing I would suggest that you change is it tends to put it so it's got like a balanced income. This will then annex its own provinces. And when you've just got like a handful of cities, I would suggest just making this manual. So I'm just going to do that now. Automate production, no. Now assigning the governor, you can see there's no governor there, but we do actually have the old governor. We can just put straight back in there. So when we take over, when we vassalize, we end up getting Braga Silverback coming in as one of our heroes. So she can now sort of still look after that particular location. So she's now going to be looking after that one. So she's now in charge of Breccia, and that's all good. That's all great. So. And basically, the number of heroes you have is dictated by the number of cities that you control like this. So the more cities that you actually control, the more of these characters you're going to have out and about, which is good. So we've now got 2 of 3. So it would still be good to get one more city somewhere. Let's go and go 3 cities. Yep, this negotiation succeeded there. This is all just telling us, yep, that's already been integrated. One thing we might just do here is just go across. And we want to sort of just set things up. Like, for example, at the moment, we've got, like, if anyone came and actually assaulted the city, it would just fall straight away. So we need to make sure that this becomes protected. And so the palisade walls is a good way to start this one. This gives us basically 2 turns of health. The town hall gives us not much else, but we then get other things as well. So I think I'll start with the palisade walls. And then we have the town hall in through there as well. I might just put both of those in there, and we will go and get more of the of our tier 1 units. So I want to get like a lot of these guys. So we'll just get another arbalist, and I'll sort of look at the balance of it later on. Won't worry too much about what I'm actually getting. In fact, I'll probably just end up getting one of each of these at this point in time, so they can start to pump them out as well. That way we're going to be able to get much faster with our production and trying to get the armies. We want a swarming army, basically. I think it's the only hope we have against Arctica. So our army is now embarked. We're not going to be able to embark first turn in here. Okay, so select target location for the for these. I think I have to be in a city. Yep, so what do we end up there? Looks like we've got another shield unit. And I can just keep on doing this time and time again. Like each of these are just going to be literally just a standard old city, like a standard unit that we have all the time anyway. So what we will then go and do is go back to spells. Just keep on doing these time after time. Now we're going to keep chomping through the through this, but it's going to then give us a very quickly we'll be able to build up this army. And I don't think we'll go too far back. If we can get like 4 or 5 stacks of troops, that should be enough for us to take on Arctica, I think. Like, you know, just to see how we do go. Could be interesting. Could be interesting. Could be the end of the series as well. Now we have got Astral Dew has come back in. So we get 20 world map casting points. So we get a few extra points up through here with the Astral Dew. It doesn't show up in this version showing us that that's what the 20 actually is, but that's coming from this location here. I won't talk too much about this until we start to find others. We may not find them in this whole series all that much anyway. Now, Blaze of the Horde. Now, we've actually just finished off the chapter. So chapter complete, pick a new tome. So when we do click on this one, Blaze of the Horde is now finished. select new research, and we now go to tier 2. Now, this only shows the tier 2 libraries when we sort of do go through it. Here's a big tip. As I say, it was Geordie from Triumph who told us about this, which is really cool. So all of them are just tier 2 all the way through. If you decide that you need something going further back, you can go to show the tome library, and you can then go and pick one of the other tomes. So if you go across to and sort by the tome, if you decide, look, I really do need Tome of Zeal, you can actually go back and then select it if you wanted to do that one. So just be aware, you can still go backwards through your different tomes. I don't think we can do it going forward. Let's have a look and see. If we just go to, say, a tier 3, yeah, these are all locked. But if they're not locked, then basically you can just do it that way. So this is how you can go back and select previous tomes. So of course, up until now we haven't needed to do that one, but this one it does allow you to sort of manufacture exactly what you want. But I don't think we'll do that one. We'll just go and hide the tome library. So we'll go back to tier 2. And I think we'll just have a bit of a look through and just sort of see if there's anything that really sort of grabs our attention. Amplified arrows, what does that one do? Makes physical based attacks on enchanted units, steel, yep, extra. So I don't think I'll worry too much about those. I'm happy with the fire that we've actually got. We do have chained lightning from there. Again, I don't think I'll really worry too much about that one there. This is tier 2 now of the Tome of Mayhem, and we have really gone into the chaos area fairly strongly. We can get a gremlin from here, so this is a fairly interesting skirmisher unit, but I don't think I'll worry about it. I'm probably looking more at that than anything there. This is the Revels of Carnage, which sort of creates revelers with a Scold unit, which is tier 3. I don't think I'll worry about that one either, so that's really going to take our Chaos tomes out of the picture, I believe. We can get the Zephyr Archer, which is a tier 3 unit. So this is actually a ranged unit. Now this is going to still cost us mana upkeep because we'll end up with the flaming arrows, which is fine. So we get the shoot bow in through there. What else do they have? They've got the Zephyr Shot, which is a deals damage at a target unit. Adjacent enemy units suffer 50% of the damage. So that's actually not bad as well. In one sense, that wouldn't be bad. And then we've got the Wind Rager as well, which is a fighter unit. So just a basic tier 2 fighter unit. I don't know if I need these. The shoot bow is still only range 4. The Zephyr Shot is range 6. So it is it's a better unit. But let's have a look and see what else we've actually got. Iron Golems would be fairly good. That's a shield unit at tier 3. So this is actually very strong. Yeah, it's basically just going to be a very strong unit, which sort of suits our playstyle. I mean, that wouldn't be bad at all, to be honest. We've got Siege Magic as well. Yep. Oh, we've got a 30% critical hit chance. That's actually pretty good there for the Artisan Armaments as well. So that's going to be our shields, our polearms, our fighters, ranged units as well. So everyone would benefit from that one. It would become expensive though with the mana, but again, it's not a bad one. I like the idea of this one probably more than anything. So bolt repeaters there. This is a siege project, so that could be actually fairly good. We'll come back to that one. Nature I don't think I really need, so I'll leave them off. I am thinking of order, condemnation, an Inquisitor in through there, which I don't think I'll worry about. And we've got a Lightbringer back in through this side. We've got Spirit Bolts. Yeah, I don't really think these are going to help me all that much. There's Necromancy, which I won't worry about. So I think we'll go back to the to this one here. Get the bolt repeaters. But as I say, we can go backwards, so we can sort of go back to the other tomes if we do need to. So let's go and select that one.
Artifice, I like to think.
There's the Iron Golem, and there's the Artisan Armaments. 30% critical hit chance is it basically doubles the damage that we do. I think it's double. It's either double or 50%, but it's fairly substantial. That's something that I'm sort of really tempted to go. All of these actually are good.
That can level or raise a city. they may veritably claim the title of Artificer.
I might go with the Iron Golem to start with. Okay. I should have checked on what's happening under here. Let that turn again. It does look like it opens up in this other side. Okay, summon irregulars. Okay, so we'll now just go across and sort them out again. Just right click, so that one goes into the city. So that's another batch. So that's good. We'll just do that again. Just keep getting more and more of these. I've only got the one that actually came through there, so we'll. Now, what are we building in this location? Nothing. We better keep on doing this as well. That will come up with a list of things that we have actually that we need to now go and do. So we've got the Steel Shaper. This one is good for the buff that it does give, and we haven't really built enough of those. The Pyromancer, though, really is a great one for us to start with. I think I might throw another one of those into the mix, and maybe a Steel Shaper as well. And we'll just try to get our Tier 1 units through the spell casting. Okay, another skill. So we've got this one here. This is gain the breastplate of the champion. I won't worry about that one at this point in time anyway. Mines grant plus 10 draft. I think we'll take that one because we do want to get our draft amount up pretty high. So we'll close that one off. And they've produced the tavern. Now the Wizard Tower is going to give us more Imperium, which would actually be good, and a bit of vision range, which won't really matter that much underground. But that one there, we can then go and get the Bastion, which is sort of like our high-level unit. 4 turns for that one. I think we might throw that one in. We're starting to we're now going to start to go backwards through the through our gold. And who have we got there? This is actually the leader in this location. So I can move her out of there. We might just have a bit of a look at her. So she has come through. She's a shield unit as well, but she does actually she does ride the boar. She's also got a lot of really good stuff. So she's got the boar that she's riding through there. What else have we got? We've got Sky Piercer there, which is shooting the crossbow. The Nightmare is it was worth 28. If we press the Alt, we can then sort of see it's got an intimidating aura. Let's go and give her the Nightmare so she can ride the Nightmare. The Mirror Shield is worth a lot more than the Barbed Shield. So it's a Tier 3 versus a Tier 2. So 3 defense and then damage reflection. It reflects 20% of the damage sustained from attacks back onto attackers. So I think we'll bring that one across. So she's now got this one. What we're seeing, yep, grants. Okay, she's quite useful. All right, that's good. Now we want to make use of her, so we'll get her into the water as well. I want her to bring these out as well. If we can take over one of the other cities at this early stage, that would be quite nice. Here we go. So we've actually meeting fierce Centre Pike. So Chieftain Log Warbringer of the free city of Centre Pike greets you with flashing eyes, a big grin and a proud stance. Strength and blood, glory to you, DasTactic. We gnarled frostlings of Centre Pike. Welcome to these lands of strife. We look forward to seeing your strength on the battlefield, be it alongside or against you. So we're going to be against them. I'm going to start the process. This is a free city. Actually, we're the only ones there. That's interesting. Now we still have a Whispering Stone. We don't actually have... We do have one of them. Why can't we do this? Oh, it's already been vassalized. Okay, so I'm guessing that this has been vassalized by... it's been vassalized by Kenna Luna. So she's actually got that one as a vassal city. We might end up fighting here, I think. I think we might make this our point. So I did want to go down underground and actually just see where this one actually does come out. So we'll end our turn there. Because if I can take over all of this, it will then allow me then to build up fairly quickly. And that would not be bad. Oh, and there's another city there as well. It's a free city that looks like nobody actually has got control over. If I give that a whispering stone, it doesn't like us. But again, it's one of these things where we can sort of, this is going to help us enormously. We've got a giant foundry down through the side, which is a silver, which is too much for us just yet. So this one here, yep, so we've already given our whispering stone to them. Actually, that's not too bad. So the allegiance isn't too bad, but we should be able to get these guys on board as well. These are human cannibals. So these have got underground adaptation, fast recuperation is what they've actually sort of come back in with. Mystic, ancient wise ones, and ritual cannibals. So they're a bit evil. Anyway, that'll be fine for us. So they'll be good. Now we don't have. Looks like this water may extend up, so we might be able to come back out across with everything out this other side. It would be good for us to be able to probably take over the other one that we sort of started off being friendly with. Alright, so another batch coming in. Let's have another quick look and see how we're going with everything. There we go, an arbalist again. Yep, so they're bringing in the pyromancers. And they've got another anvil guard coming in this way. Just get those. Let's get them queued up so we end up with a nice big stack of basic units. And we want to keep on getting more farms. We need to get 2 more farms to sort of satisfy what we had to do. Now, if I go back this way, yeah, so we'll come popping out of the top here and see what comes. Keep that one back there as well. So we'll end up building another couple of stacks, and then that should be pretty good enough for us, I think, for what we're doing. Just end our turn. Oh, one thing I was going to do was to shuffle my forces around a little bit, just so that the extra experience was given across to the others. So prying eyes of Manafont. A man lies before you, raw agony reflected in his face. Please, I'll do anything. Please don't kill me. Your prison warden yanks the iron leash of the townsman, caught spying for Manafont. And audible. Now, Manafont is which one? Not discovered yet. Solaria. Yeah, that's not it. Not sure where that actually is. Oh, this is the human cannibals. Okay, here we go. So, hang in from the gate as a message to Manafont. So this one actually we end up with insulting them, which we don't want to be doing. Use them to feed favourable information to Samara Fate Weaver. So relations with Manafont goes up by +100 for 18 turns. That's good. Discreetly contact Samara Fate Weaver to barter a ransom, so we can receive gold. But I think it's going to be much, much better for us. Okay, this man has been tortured enough. Set him free. Good character. We become more good. But let's just go and feed information to Samara Fate Weaver. So that will just make it a little bit more comfortable for us. Okay, this is a nice little way out for us. Actually, one thing I could have done. We'll grab that while we're here. Alright, that gives us 3 stacks, which is the maximum we can have when we go into fights. So that will be 3 stacks to send in the invasion that we're going to be doing into the east. It looks good, doesn't it? Don't know what's going on there. So they're still building everything else. And they built another bulwark. Got the steel shaper. I think I'll grab another halberdier here as well. And then just go back to the basic troops again. And a breccia, we have another one that we can sort of build in through the side. So again, I want to be getting the city stability up a little bit. Now that we've actually built the other one though, we can start to build more of the battlements. Like the archer battlement will give us another +5. The arcane battlement as well, another +5. These do cost a little bit, but what we'll do is we'll start, the market's going to give us gold, which would be very, very good. I'll grab the other one first, and then we'll start to sort of pick up the others as well over time. Yeah, Solaria would be good to. Yeah, they're indifferent. If we go to the pronouncements, you can fabricate a grievance, which I can certainly afford. Let's do that. There we are. So that will be done. So we'll just start the process of getting, so we can just declare war. And that way, if we can take over this one, we're then going to be able to use this for production as well, and sort of then build up on a location far enough away that we shouldn't really have to worry too much about Artica back over this other side. Hopefully, that's the plan. Maybe not. And then we can take Centre Pike as well. Not seeing much else down there. Just move into the water again. Just go further up. Okay, alignment has changed to good, which I didn't really want to do. I'll just say good to know, but I'm not too worried about that. We're not sort of going crazy in that regard. So we can summon irregulars. We'll just go back down underneath again. Just keep them coming. Okay, here's the Iron Golem, the Tome of Artificing, highly defensive shield unit that is immune to negative status effects and protects allies from them. So this will be a good guide for us to get. We'll just select new research. Now immolate. So I'll throw this one into the mix. This is just purely for the these are the ones that we get at the start that we can try to get for our scout, but we haven't really needed to use the scout much, so let's not worry about the scout. This one here, we can just start to move this one forward. I don't think there's anything else in there. Like, it'll be a different colour if you can actually then go and change it. We've sort of dug everything else out away from it, from where we are. So there's nothing much else there for us. It would be interesting to know if there's anything any other way down in through that particular area. Actually, that's the that was the wrong one. We could try the silver. I mean, in one sense, we could even create like a location in here. We could actually go and build another city, like an outpost, and then take this one on. I just don't think we're strong enough. That's the only trouble that we actually have. Just go back into here. Let's put the iron golem in through the side. Now I'm really running out of my gold now, so I have to be a bit more careful with what we're doing. And this temple is also a silver, an ancient wonder. We'll just get ready for when we can actually attack this particular location. Well, I better start winding this episode up, guys. So we might leave it here, I think. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. And yeah, it looks like we've still got a bit of building to do. Yeah, they've just expanded out. So we'll just hit the water and have a bit more of a look around. Just try to figure out what's going on. Maybe go north, just sort of see what's up there. Hidden fountain. This one's only bronze. We could definitely take that one on if we needed to. I sort of feel that we're almost strong enough to take on a silver at this point in time. Anyway, we'll do that next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you then.